And just like that, guys, yet another CSGO organization, primarily I should say a European organization, that being Windigo, has now taken to Reddit to leave CSGO and leave the top level of esports, as their CEO and co-founder Maxim has now stated, yes, on their 2-year anniversary, they are now departing esports because apart from their CSGO success, that's a large portion of the organization's success. They had an academy site, an arena as well. As you guys can imagine, though, after seeing it, probably not large portions of their business. His partners are now backing out, and it does make a lot of sense. It's very sad to see, though, on a 2-year anniversary, that kind of announcement to actually break the news. A large portion, though, of why those investors might be backing out and why Windigo's time in esports is now coming to a close and ceasing operations is because of apparently TOs, tournament organizers, not paying out their prize pools. One largely reoccurring issue here, especially in CSGO, that being WESG. Amongst others, though, he does go on to state a few organizers out there, most of which have now responded and said they've actually received his information. His money should be coming, or the players' money should be coming sometime in the future. ESO Pro League Season 9 and 10, $6,000 sums each, a relatively small sum compared to Moke XL. They have now also responded saying their payments have been sent yet again. That's a $40,000 sum there. The lump sum, though, that being a few months back when WESG was taken by Windigo and really kind of had them hanging on. They were already set to be sold before this. They won WESG. They were hanging on ever since then. A $500,000 prize pool yet to be paid out by WESG. I believe their primary sponsor being Alibaba, obviously a very well-known business out there. And so it's still so surprising to see time and time again, especially the last 2, I think maybe even 3 WESGs, so many teams having big problems actually receiving their payments. And apparently this could be what led to the downfall of a team like Windigo. But of course, like I said before, most of those organizers have at least responded to this, so that payment should be coming to those players even after they are away from the organization. I believe as of November 1st, this November 1st, those players are now all free agents. So at least a few organizers will be responding, but too little too late, especially when WESG owing them $500,000. You can imagine how hard it is to actually keep a roster together when you don't have that money to depend on. Yeah, a large portion of that would go to the players anyway, but as an organization, you got to pay your investors, you got to pay yourselves, and eventually your players as well with what you keep of those prize pools. And despite all of that, you even look at the roster themselves slowly giving away to their best talent. This was slowly, surely coming to the team, right? They lost Ships, they lost Calyx as of recently. Apparently Poison has now been signed, and the investors of Windigo probably receiving a decent payout for that. Those are 3 of your top players out there departing the roster itself amidst all of these payment issues. I think only one of the reasons why Windigo is no longer actually staying in CSGO or staying in esports at all is because of these tournament organizers. Obviously a large issue out there we've discussed. I think it was actually Vince on the CSGO Reddit talking about this just last week. Tournament organizers not paying talent. Now they're not paying teams, and it's going to be an ever-lying issue out there, and hopefully one that will be resolved, especially when it comes to Alibaba and WESG. You got to pay the money. If you're going to run an event for a certain amount of money and you promise that money to teams who participate, you simply got to pay. You cannot get away with not paying these members. And unfortunately enough, for a team like Windigo and a founder like Maxim, they are now done. I am super excited, though. For all of you guys who did not read the entire post, I will try and link it down below for all of you. I am super excited because for anyone who does not remember, when Windigo was actually set to sail many months ago before they won WESG and they kind of kept on hanging on, I believe Maxim, he was going to sell this roster, the entire thing. And to start, I believe he was saying he was going to fund his brand new project. And what we've seen so far, this guy almost bringing this Bulgarian mixed European lineup out there to a major. He has done some great things, brought on some great talent, had a great eye for some up and coming players out there. I am super excited to see where this guy Maxim can actually take his future project, because he ends this post by saying, yes, he already has one offer to take and make a team in Canada, which he has rejected because he wants to stay in EU and make another CSGO roster, which again, I think he's definitely had an eye for talent. He's been very successful for what very little he had with Windigo. He definitely brought in some great players, and I cannot wait to see in Europe what kind of lineup he can build. Unfortunately enough for him, that lineup will not be with Windigo, as TOs keep on not paying talent, players, casters. this is going to be kind of an ever-existing issue, and hopefully going to be called out more in the future, so they do start paying. But either way, I hope you guys all enjoy. Yes, an esports organization owed over $500,000 in prize pools. One of the many reasons I would say they are now going out of business. It's super sucky to see. I'm excited to see where the players of this roster, though, all the free agents now will be going. They certainly had a few solid players still left in the roster as well who will have careers in CSGO. Also very excited to see what Maxim will do with his future in EU. Best of luck, Maxim. Best of luck to all you former Windigo guys, and best of luck to Poison wherever you might end up, if it might be OG or somewhere else. Until next time, I hope you guys all enjoy the weekend CSGO video. Until next time, I'll be back here breaking down esports, gaming, CSGO news. If I missed a story, feel free to drop a comment down below. I will cover it as soon as possible. Until then, take care of yourselves. I'll see you guys back here sometime soon.